I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
Oh yes, I turned the desktop audio up for Signalis last night. There we go. Turn it down a little bit for me as well. Heck, that's really loud. Where were we last week? Ah yes, we'd stolen everything that wasn't nailed down from the bathroom.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to
Ultar.
Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Oh, I remember. We asked him what that phrase meant.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's
what I was
most
saying.
magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting, yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
50 bucks?
Oh, you bugger.
I don't
That's
have 50
expensive.
bucks.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's bucks or zip, or unfortunate American.
Okay then. We need to make some money.
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
And I realised I forgot to do something. Before I started the stream, so I'm going to quickly do that. I left the content warning timer running, and whilst some of the stuff in this is maybe not as great as it could be, I suppose. Don't think it needs the content warning. So he's probably not going to want to talk to us. She'll just flirt with us. He can't help us. He can't really do anything for us either. Oh gosh, I am so sleepy today. Stayed up a little bit too late last night. It's definitely taking its toll on me. That's why the stream was late. Well, he seems to be enjoying the ball that we gave him before. What could we give him? Cypher. Thank you very much for being subscribed
Cypher
for
underscore
19
Doran has
months.
been a sub for 19 months. Very naughty, Hirokist.
Tell you what. I thought it was just like thought it was just that my headphones were up a little bit too loud, but that was really quiet and the game was offensively loud, so I think it was a bit of both. But hello, Cypher. I hope you're doing well today. We'll save. We're in here now. Hello. It's a little bit later than I normally start the stream. My knees are aching for no good reason. Oh, bless you. I know how you feel there. My ankles are quite stiff today. Which I think is because it's been cold and sort of dry for the last 3 or 4 days, I'd say, and like I can feel the moisture in the air today, and yeah, my ankles hurt, so I think it's the weather for me. Hello, SK, and congratulations on being the first person on the channel to redeem first. I hope that wasn't too loud. I don't know why, everything's really fucking quiet for me today except for the game. This is just painfully loud. Welcome on in, SK, I hope you're doing well today. Had the middle one's birthday party yesterday. Oh, I hope you had a good time, Cypher. And obviously I hope middle one had a good time as well. Why is the game so damn loud even though I've turned it down? It's really bugging me. Is it too loud for you? Everything is loud. Okay, that's really weird. It's really, really weird. Okay, I'll turn desktop audio. I have desktop audio there, which is where it normally is. Turn the music right down. Turn the speech right down. Oh, for goodness sake, there we go. Okay. That's probably the best I can do. It's not you, I'm hungover. Oh, bless you, SK. Well, it was very, very loud for me as well. It's actually quite a nice volume for me now, but it's probably too quiet for you folks. So I'm gonna make some adjustments. Right. It should be okay for you folks now. But yeah, I hope you were able to hear the sound for first there. I hope it wasn't too drowned out by the game or anything, because I worked really hard to get that one working. I've had the problem that your Sunday streams seem to be quiet, but that might be everyone's up at my end. Maybe, but like, seriously, if you are having issues like that during my streams, do let me know, because I can always adjust the audio balance on the fly so that we can get something that's a bit easier for everybody. I'd rather spend a little bit of time doing that and making sure everyone's happy and comfortable than go through and you be struggling to hear or anything like that. Okay, so we need to find ourselves $50. Because somehow, miraculously, despite literally flying all over the globe over the course of what is supposed to be only a few hours, let's not go into it in too much detail, we don't have any money, and we've just tried to get a taxi without any money. Not gonna work. But what we do have is a pocket full of random crap that we could potentially sell. So I'm going to ask the lovely little lad here, whose name I forget, Nijo, I think, if he wants a towel.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I borrowed this from the Club Alamut.
How nice for you.
I have 3 quid you owe me. Oh, bless you, Scrooge McSK. I do love the Scrooge McDuck emote. It's so fab. It really is. Fantastic addition to your emote selection, that is. Okay, so that didn't work. Can we just talk to
Hi,
him,
Nijo.
maybe?
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
Are you building a bathroom in easy installments?
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
This child is Sherlock Holmes. How does he know all of that? Nobody except for the guy at the costume shop knew what that grease paint was. The fuck? What are you, child?
I borrowed this from the Club Alamut.
How nice for you.
Okay, that doesn't change depending on whether we hand it to him or just talk to him about it.
Do you recognize these keys?
No.
They're to a toilet.
The true big bad.
Thank you for sharing
Maybe.
that with me.
That was some very well delivered sarcasm on their part there. Well done.
Look at this.
Manhole cover open?
A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Callooh, Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
I think he's sassing us. that was his equivalent of, oh, I'll stick it on the fridge. Okay. You want this?
I didn't have you down as a doctor.
I'm not. I, acquired it.
I didn't have you down as a petty thief either.
I'm not.
Okay, so
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
we can't sell him anything. He's the modern day incarnation of streets, a little bit. Kicking the shins. Okay, what else can we do?
Hello there.
Hello, Buff. Welcome on in. How you doing? Oh, we pissed off the cat. Ding. That works. I love him and want to adopt him. I don't think Nijo would want to be adopted, to be honest with you. What is this?
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
I'm not too bad, thanks, Buff. May have dozed off on the couch watching crap telly this morning, which is why the stream started late. Because I am getting old, yes. How are you doing, Buff? Okay, so we've got a broken statue. It's not a broken sword. I know it was Cypher, but it was very well timed for what I was saying as well. Okay, We've got a broken statue that we didn't have. Oh, he's sad because his ball got knocked away. Can we find it for him? No, I think the ball is lost to the mists of time. Is that Chekhov's gun on the wall? It might be. Can we interact? We can interact with it. Let's have a look.
I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me.
Oh. We can't talk to him about it either, I don't think. But,
Hi,
hello,
Nijo.
grumpy child.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What happened to your ball, Nijo?
I regret to say that it has been confiscated by my father.
Oh, his dad
Nijo,
nicked
I'm
it.
sorry.
Not to worry, sir. Soon he will forget why he has the ball and put it on the stand, at which point I shall recover it.
I'm sorry about the statuette being broken as well.
Again, do not fret, sir. It has been on the shelf for a long time. As merchandise, it did not have legs.
Now it hasn't got any arms either.
Very droll, sir.
Well done, George. Well done. You're a credit to globetrotting American sleuths.
May I have this statuette? It is broken after all.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
Oh my god, that's brutal. Oh, thank you, captions. I will, yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Cypher. I've put the microphone slightly closer to my face. If I could, I would, Buff. That was rough. We don't like that. Okay, so we now have a broken statuette from Moe as a sofa. Yes. So sometimes, you know, I'm actually just gonna have to move the chair as well. Here we go. Okay, so as the captions are trying to figure out what I've said, like Asda instead of as thee, because of the way I speak. But this is Broken Sword. Well done, Cypher. It'll think it's heard one thing, and then it will sort of reassess as it's filling out the rest of the sentence and change it. It's kind of fun to watch, to be honest with you. But I have to try not to focus on it, because I'll just get distracted by what the captions are saying instead of actually playing the game. But yeah, they're kind of a mini game within the game, or within the stream, for me. Right. So we've now got a broken statue, which I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, we can't sell it back to him. He's not going to buy it off of us. Why would he? He doesn't want anything else.
See you around,
The only
Nijo.
thing he did want from us.
Now, sir.
The only thing he did want from us has been confiscated by his dad because his dad's a dick. So beat someone to death with it? I mean, I could beat Ultar to death with it and then just steal his taxi. I assume George can drive. He just chooses not to. Oh, you know who likes weird tat? These two.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Excuse me a second, folks.
Hi there, George.
I have to have the
How
door
can I
shut
help you, young
when
fella?
I do this stream because Slow's asleep. I want to wake him up. Porthos has just barged into my office and the door is now wide open. So I'm actually gonna go and get myself some water and I'm going to shut the door. And hey, look at that. You got a little bit of ASMR voice as a bonus. Aren't you lucky? Okay, there's a reason I've come to this scene. Because I've realised that somebody hasn't had his advent calendar yet. And oh boy, is he hyped for it. Let me see if I can get this on the camera. So I'm going to see if I can get him to go over to his bed. And then I'll give him his advent calendar on stream for you folks. Okay? Bothas, come to your bed. This way. Yeah. Hello, Haruba. How you doing, sweetheart? Come on in. Oh, fuck. Okay, that didn't work. The boom for Porthos' camera just came straight off of the sill that it was on. That's awkward. Some technical difficulties, folks. Oh. Yes, I know, sweetheart. You're very excited for the advent calendar that you're not going to get for us. And you got to see my Pac-Man jammies. Sunglasses on top of his head. What's this? Hey! Hey! Come on, this way. Round here. There we go. Yes, I know, sweetheart, I know. It is 4th today. Ready? Oh, you're very ready. So, this advent calendar was sent to me by my mum. Very kind of her. And every window for the dog has 2 little star-shaped dog treats of turkey flavour, I believe. Ready? He missed. But you can see his tail going on my camera. Ready? There we go. Happy? Wagging his tail and smacking the radiator with it there. Oh no, Haruba, really? Bless. I'm lucky Porthos doesn't do things like that, usually. Like, the only time he's done that was when he is a very good boy. Oh, very, very good boy. The only time he's ever done anything like that was when one of our neighbour's dogs was in season and they were letting her just, like, run around outside. Bird poo this morning. Lovely. Delicious. Jimmy needs to learn from Porthos. I'm not sure about that. Porthos has absolutely zero chill when he's around lady dogs. Don't you, bub? I mean, he's not great with other dogs in the first place. He gets really anxious around them and makes a lot of noise that dogs aren't supposed to make when they're around other dogs. But up. But when he sees a girl dog, he starts like and drooling and no, he's the exact opposite of a Casanova. Casanopa, aren't you, bub? It's like, if you've ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he's like the meaner hyena of dogs. Oh my god, a man! But for girl dogs, obviously. It's a little distressing, to be honest with you.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Oh, really?
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
No, Porthos. You can't have any more
Absolutely
Advent
not.
calendar treats today.
Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Okay, we're not going to talk to him about the Bull's Head Hill, because we don't want to give information away to anyone that we don't actually know. I mean,
What do you think of this?
he's probably a feckless tourist.
Looks
but
like the kind of thing Pearl might be interested in. Not old enough, though.
Not old enough, eh? Okay, so we need to age it up somehow. Could we bury it somewhere? No, that won't work.
Do you know what Il Akal Kalb means?
That's what you said to the kebab seller? No. I don't speak Arabic. Not a word.
Really? Really? I don't believe you. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
So we need to do something to the statue to make it look older. Hello, Kian. How you doing? Welcome in. What could we do? We don't have any tea, unfortunately, though I appreciate the suggestion, Cypher. We can't... Oi! Don't eat foil. Okay, so he doesn't eat shit, Haruba, but he does try and eat foil. Which we don't want him to do we? Have a sandwich. What kind of sandwich have you got, Ian? There was an occasion when I'd had a box of Bakewell tarts, and they were... He's a magpie, a little bit, yeah. He likes to personally inspect every bauble that goes on the Christmas tree as well. Like, he'll sniff them and then give them a little lick, and if he gives them a little lick, that means they can go on the Christmas tree. But yeah, there was an occasion when I had a box of Bakewell tarts, and I'd put the packaging in the bin under my desk. And I'd been out for a little bit, came back home, and found that he'd been through the bin and pulled all of the foil trays out of the bin, and then eaten them. Which was an interesting week for Poop Patrol, as we desperately prayed that he hadn't caused himself an internal injury eating all that metal. An idiot. Dogs are great, but they have such terrible sense of self-preservation. Christmas Decoration Inspector. That is Porthos's official December title, yeah? He is Christmas Decoration Inspector Porthos. Inspector Belfast, great. He gets all of the interesting names on this stream, doesn't he? Okay, it's not old enough. I wonder.
The plaster seemed to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
There we go. I'm gonna pretend that makes sense.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Want to buy
What do
this
you
for
think
your
of
wife?
this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take
That
it.
is
Here you go.
conveniently exactly how much we need. So
And here you go.
I think that's worked out quite well. Oh shoot, I don't think I said hello to you, Rust. I am so sorry. Because I think I was doing the advent calendar thing at the time, and then the boom arm thing happened. But that's all by the by. Hello, Rustbart. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I am so sorry I didn't say hello to you before. Like, my brain just went, did you actually say hello? I'm sure you did. Oh, that would have racked me with guilt. Still feel bad about it. But, you know, more guilt. Okay, let's...
Okay,
let's
well, I'll
leave
see you
him to
around,
it.
Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Because they have to spend all that time looking after us. I suppose, yeah. I just, like... If he could not eat things that he shouldn't eat, I'd like that. Like, last year his Christmas decoration inspection went so thoroughly bad that he ended up throwing up glitter. He just like stuck his head in the Christmas decoration box and rooted around for a bit and ate a bunch of glitter. Which apparently didn't sit very well. Either that or he just got very excited and there happened to be glitter in his gut at the time. He doesn't seem too impressed with the new tree. He went and hid in the corner while I was
Hello
setting
again,
it up
Ultar.
yesterday.
Praise be to Allah.
Shiny.
I am
Yeah.
blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Alright,
About
let's go
Bull's
on a
Head
trip.
Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
I think the big trick there...
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging Army surplus truck.
Yeah, about that.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
Taxis can take many forms.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
But we're keeping the contents of the toilet. No hand towel in there, no means of flushing the toilet. But we've left the keys behind so people can go in and out.
Hello again, Ultar.
Are you having
He's
fun,
most
Rust?
splendid
Well, you
and
don't need to
adventurous
respond,
client.
obviously, you're busy. But, yeah, I hope you're having fun with Darktide.
That's your taxi?
Something
Oh,
I really
yes,
need to pick up.
Most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old Army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But
Porthos is
how,
doing
my
spinnies.
friend?
I'll think of something.
Here you go.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
PSA: do not use rolling hand towels from public toilets
Ultar took the towel from me,
as
cut it in 2 lengthways,
fan
and
belt
gave me half
replacements.
back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Sure.
Come along, my friend. You
I don't
want to
trust
see
that
the
at all.
bull's head? Yes.
This all seems very dangerous. That engine is suffering. It really is. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so we can pick something up there. There is something to interact with here. So we'll do that first. And I will recenter myself for my microphone so that you folks can get decent captions. What did I get? I got a branch.
The stick I'd broken off was surprisingly hard and inflexible.
Okay. Guess we'll go this way. There doesn't seem to be much else for us to do here. Okay, so we can't do anything there. We must need the stick for it, because otherwise why could we pick the stick up? Find out. No? No, okay. Oh. Toilet chain? Plus stick? No.
That is not a good idea.
Okay, fair enough. Manhole cover opener again? Or not, George? No, I guess not, because it's not... Ah, there we go. Just being pixel hunty. Nope, George says no. We still have a bit of a towel. Make like a fly catcher or something.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Okay. Can we use it here?
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
I'm sorry, that towel was not that long. The fuck? George Stobbart and
Well,
his
that looked
magical
really
towel
safe,
lengthening pockets.
but I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
Stick is just laying there. It's not in the crack. I know, right? That's super fucking dangerous. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I am suspicious of this bit of wall already. It just looks secret cavern-y. Stick is glued down. We didn't have any glue in our pocket, but I suppose stranger things have happened at sea. That is just screaming open sesame kind of door to me. But there's nothing for us to interact with. We go this way? Nothing over here. Do we just have to smash it? Okay. This looks very suspiciously like another point where I could get him killed, so we're going to find out.
I got that, go on, jump, it'll be fun feeling you sometimes get at the cliff edge. If I managed to land on the truck without hitting a support, I might even survive it. If I'd been a little bit younger and a whole bunch more stupid, I might have gone for it.
Damn it. Secret villain lair entrance number 507. Yeah, a little bit. No, we can't just hit it. There's nothing to interact with here. I can't even... Because there's nothing to actually interact with, I can't even look at anything. Like, there's no look action. I could look out over here, I suppose.
This country sure was beautiful. I'd have to visit again sometime when I wasn't in such a hurry. Down below, I could see the top of Ultar's soft-top truck. It seemed a hell of a long way down.
Okay. So that didn't help us. This must be a pixel hunt. We've had a few of those. It's not going to be anything over here. We know that. So let's focus on the rocks. And we'll just very slowly, very carefully. Ian, thank you for the treat for HobbyTan. Work our way over the rocks. There's a hole here. Oh, there we go. I found the pixel. The pixel has been located, everybody.
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand.
Okay. Doesn't want to put his hand in there. Just try anything at this point.
I took a firm hold of the ring. And pulled.
Oh,
Whoa
okay,
there.
no. You just did it. I didn't need to interact with anything specific. And hey, look at that. I was right.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my
Indy?
God. Klausner?
Oh,
Large as
Klausner.
life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me.
Shit.
I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
Well then.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
God damn it, George. That's my job.
Okay, all right. Hey,
Let's just tamper with a corpse.
what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A
Glad to
very
hear it,
old
Rust.
lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball. I'd searched Klausner once and knew that the lens was the only thing he'd been carrying. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
Wow, George is very angry about this turn of events. Now, is that Klausner? I think that's Klausner. Or is it something here? We'll check. He has a whip, George. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'd
Why
searched
can't we take the
Klausner
whip?
once
Okay,
and
no,
knew
it's
no
Klausner.
portable. You'd think
I think George might be hungry, because why else would he be getting hung up on the fact that he's not carrying a 5-course
I couldn't
meal?
take the inscription with me, and I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta cita est in ora mundi. Okay. That would have to do. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Hello, Jack Deeney. Welcome on in. How are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in a most unusual place.
I'm good, thank you. I hope you're well as
Please,
well.
do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
No,
Did
you just want to
say
shoot us.
Maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you
Glad
say.
to hear it, Jack.
And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you.
George Stobart,
Rest
not wanting to
assured, however,
talk.
that I am an
Unlikely.
excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
Oh, that's
It
good,
is
Rust.
rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in
Uh-oh.
here.
No sudden moves, Mr.
Right in the round
Stobart.
tables. Okay, so we need to do the thing.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Okay. So, I know how we get out of this and continue the game. Do I do that? Or do I deliberately do it the wrong way so that we can get another death scene and then redo the bit from outside of the cave? What do you think, folks? Bearing in mind, I'm playing this on Scum VM. It's not like I'm getting achievements for finding all of the death cutscenes. Death scene first. I do like that folks want me to kill George as much as I want to kill him. I'm hoping that this is going to work. Yeah, he's jumping up and using the... oh, hello! And using the radiator by the window to get purchase so that he can look out the window. Hi, baby. Hi. Hello. What? You want? I think he's mad at me because I didn't take him for a walk this morning.
Klausner? Who the hell's Klausner?
I followed his trail here, as I believe did you.
I never heard of this Klausner guy before. I just asked around about
So it was a
strangers and got lucky.
Yeah,
So I'm going to take him for a walk.
You are sorely pressed for
after the
now,
stream.
Mr. Stobart.
Thank you
I
for the
have been
hydrate,
watching
Torpor.
you since you arrived in Marib.
You have? I never noticed you.
Precisely my point. You don't know what I know. Please bear this in mind when answering my next questions. Now, where is
Oh,
Klausner?
thank you for the posture check. Take it up and going for about an hour then. And a stretch as well. Thank you very much, Torpor. As always, whilst the meat mecha maintenance is mandatory for me, it is entirely optional for you folks watching, though very much encouraged.
I'm telling you, I never heard of the man, and I don't know where he is. Now, if you're gonna kill me, just get it over with, because I've got a full itinerary.
Very well.
Oh wow, he like actually shot us and everything. Oh. Nobody's finding our corpse. Porthos, why are you licking the carpet?
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand. I took a firm hold of the ring. And pulled. Whoa there!
Get it then. Put a treat on his bed for him. Just to... Yeah, most of the death cutscenes we've seen so far
Around
have
the
just
corner, I found the corpse.
sort of left him like bundled up in something and
Oh my God.
dropped in a
Klausner,
river
large
or...
as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the
Already
door
buried.
mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad...
Okay, we already know all of this. I'm just going to click through it really quickly.
I couldn't think of any... Okay.
Oh,
all right.
hello, Dee. Welcome in. How you doing today?
Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
Did that sound command actually work? We've been having a bit of an issue with
I
the
couldn't
audio
take the
balance
inscription
today.
with me, and I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it.
I don't think it did. Huh, odd.
In occidenta cita est, in ora mundi. Okay,
Hi,
that would
Porthos.
have to do.
Get down,
The
sweetheart.
mouth's opening.
That hurt.
It must be Ultar. My God, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar, don't come in. It's
Yeah.
a trap. Stay where you are.
Yeah, it's definitely been drowned out. Let's turn George down. Like, I've turned the game down a lot, and he's very loud, according to my screen. Okay, we're going to do this properly this time. We're not going to get him killed.
No desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot.
Delightful.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart.
Okay.
Dude.
There you go. I have a freebie. That one is really quiet today. I'm going to have to... I don't know what's happened overnight, but everything's just completely out of whack now.
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about? Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart.
If I give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is
Fair
to stop
point.
me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall, the lens might get broken.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Convincingly, Mr. Stobart. Perhaps you'll live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else?
Well, there was something in Latin up on the wall.
What did it say?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
I wouldn't go that far.
But I
It's definitely an amateur.
tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize. I cannot risk you inadvertently helping my enemies.
So
Britain
what
was
are
on
you
the
gonna do?
tablet too.
I regret
Was
that
indeed.
we must end this here and now.
What exactly do you mean?
I am a professional. You will feel no pain.
Oh, man.
Ruh-roh.
You're gonna kill me?
Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Oh! Look at the little dog option. It's wearing George's coat. That shouldn't be as funny to me as it is, but it is very funny to me. Okay, like a man, I think? God, I wish we could save right now. Hello, Soup.
Okay. you're the
Welcome in.
boss.
How you doing?
Take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck? It was a long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Do we get to do the thing? We get to do the thing.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Huh? Oh, we don't get to do the thing. Thought you wanted to shake our hand. I was wrong. Okay. We'll restore. I will save before I interact with the tablet this time so we don't have to do that entire thing again.
Didn't like the idea of putting my hand in
And
there.
we're going to
But
use
there
the
was
information we got
something
from
in there,
looking
a
out
metal
of
ring,
out over the
as
cliff
wide as my hand.
to our advantage. Good God, Porthos. He's doing big spinnies, and it's not being picked up by the camera because the camera's set to be like more zoomed in on me at this angle. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to get him in the shot, even if I tilt it all the way down. He's right next to my chair, So you just see desk. Him spin. Yeah, he's
I took a firm hold of the
protesting not getting a
and
walk.
pulled.
Aren't you, baby? You'll get one.
Whoa there.
Get one after the stream, I promise. Promise, promise, promise. Oh, folks, I wish you could see this. He's so cute sometimes. He's getting old now. How many RPMs does Porthos do? Good
Oh
question.
God. Klausner? Large's life and twice as dead.
Oh,
I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
oh, bless Soup. Porthos, since we moved, has been much more receptive to the idea of going out on grey days, and I'm really not used to it yet.
I couldn't think of anything to...
Get the lens.
Okay. Hey, I'd found
Shh. Now we'll save, because that's as much as we can do before we have to deal with what's his face. Khan, that's right.
take the inscription with, and I did all I...
Shh. No speaky, George. Only thinky.
That would have to do. The mouth's opening. My stay. You.
Hello, Mr. Stoba.
Different Khan, but I think the same thing every time, Kian.
And what?
It is right.
Why?
If I bad, it could all the
Boy.
no.
He's not called me Admiral once.
Now then,
How about
Cloud,
Yep.
I'll take
Starving.
he was yeah.
Shh.
Yeah.
Just gonna
I
rush through all of the conversation because we've heard it all once already.
Yeah. You plead perhaps was there.
Well, there
What did
in well, I what the
it there Mr. Aggie?
thanks.
But there is I can so I
And this right here
Oh.
is why I don't understand speedrunning point and clicks. Because you lose literally everything about them this way.
Okay.
you are I should
Yeah. It was a long way down. Okay, let's get
I clicked. Okay, I clicked then, and he still didn't do it. The fuck? Do I need to do something specific other than just... Did I have the right idea with the buzzer as well? Do I have to buzz him and then jump? I think I do. Oh god, is this a timed thing? Is this a I have to do this in a very quick succession? George, look at the thing. These sort of time-sensitive things are my least favourite thing in point-and-click adventure games. Especially in... Do you mind? He's smacking into the back of my chair.
Did you? And what? Then it is boy.
Depends on the game, D. When it comes to point and clicks, no, I prefer to take my time with them. But I appreciate the use of my speed emote there. And hopefully there'll be some of that tonight. If I'm not too tired.
Yeah. Give it. I don't. If I. What is. You might hit. No. When I. You. Was.
Just considering the amount of naps I've had this morning.
Mr. Thanks. But there is far. I cannot. So what? I regret.
What? Oh, man.
You're only.
There we go. Right. Want to die like a man.
You're an I should like.
Yeah. Well, what the heck? It was a long way down.
There we go. Hey! Fucking hell. Yeah, you have to be really quick off the bat with that one. Oh, I love those, Kian. Absolutely love those.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness.
The worst part of the experience
Oh my
was
god.
timing.
What about the lens? Is it still
Thanks,
working?
Dee. I did not notice that.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well,
Let me. I've had a posture check, and as a result,
it's
a pasty
a
check.
lot more if you'd been there.
Thanks,
Some
captions.
things have been much better. Anyway, you did just fine.
Terrible, terrible stuff. There we go. That should be better now. Okay. So we've got the lens. Remember your pasty checks. It's been a long time since I've had a pasty. I should fix that. I've got to admit, working for Greg's kind of put me off them for a very long
Here,
time.
have you taken your meds today? Get it fucking done.
I have medicated today. Thank you, Dee. Everyone in chat, I hope you have as well.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I would kill for pasties. Yes. That's fair. I love a good cheese and onion pasty, personally. Nice and simple.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum.
Borrowed.
That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Okay, so that stuff's all the same as it was before, I think.
The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. And that's not a crystal ball. It's the lens I found in Marib.
There we go. Okay. So that's all we can really do there, I think.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously. I'm sure you'll find it very useful.
That was so breathy. Like, did it need to be that breathy?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh, I wanted to use the lens on the manuscript, but apparently I can't. Because it won't let me bring my inventory up.
Have you any idea what this lens might...
No, we already...
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. So she can't help us and we can't use the lens on the manuscript. Go to the museum, I guess. That's the museum. Okay, we should be back. I'm not sure if we are, so please, folks, let me know if you can hear me. Hello, Kian. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I fucking did. I'm a little bit nervous now, because that was... Well, I've put us in the Be Right Back screen particularly because I now can't get ScumVM to open. Because what happened there was something on the drive that I keep my games on. Had a bad time, and I didn't get to see what actually caused the error message before it was gone. Computer's prone to many weird and wonderful errors. Yes, it is, and at the moment that's making me very, very nervous because they're getting more and more frequent. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream soon. This is making me very anxious. Very, very anxious. Yeah, I blue screened Screwtop. Also, hello to Screwtop and Tortle, who I saw messages from just after my PC BSOD'd. Okay, we've got the game back. And the Stream Deck is working and OBS is working. We're all good. Everything's fine.
Hello there.
My arrival didn't break the computer, I promise. I'm sure it didn't. I never would have thought it was. Oh, this is gonna get me killed. Oh no, we're good. Run, George. Okay. At least we have an autosave. Oh Christ, that's loud. Oh my god. Yeah, it's changed all the audio levels in OBS as well. Great. Great.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
Okay, that's better.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say,
Okay.
I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. Oh, don't worry, Screwtop. That's all covered. And I deliberately keep different things of different sensitivities and different importance on different drives. And if all else fails, I have a forensic data recovery tool. So it's all good. It's all good. I lost a bunch of stuff once. Yeah, I have been there before, and my partner has an unfortunate habit of losing data. So that's why I ended up getting the forensic recovery tool, because when people lose stuff, they come to me, which is nice, I suppose. It's nice to be trusted. But yeah. So. I'm only a little anxious, honest. Let's go talk to the expert.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. What's with the long face?
Haven't you heard? The tripod was stolen.
No kidding.
Yeah, I definitely had nothing to do with that.
Other treasures, and the thieves choose the tripod.
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In Occidenta Cita Est in Ora Mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes. It was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes.
Funny that.
They gave a new word to our language. Assassini. The assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
I don't know how accurate the history in this is. I'm sure there are folks in chat that could confirm or deny.
You just know it.
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been
So that is a story I've heard before.
For holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name...
Okie dokie, Kian, you take care. And enjoy your wine gums when you get them.
Eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were
Been lovely to have you here
fearless
today.
and deadly.
So thank you for popping in.
The cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Okay, so we've learnt everything that he can tell us about the assassins.
What can you tell me about Philippe le Bel?
He was responsible for the extermination of the Knights Templar.
I know that, but why was Philip so hot to get rid of them?
Mostly because he wanted to get his hands on their treasure. He had an enormous debt and a lifelong war with England to fund. The trouble
Fair.
was the Templars were a highly respected holy order.
If the Templars were so powerful, how did this Philippe dude wipe them out?
By underhanded, dishonorable means, of course. The Pope was Clement V, a Frenchman.
French, huh? Handy for Philippe.
Fate had nothing to do with it. He was Philippe's puppet, planted to further his political ambitions. Philippe wanted the wealth of the Templars and used Clement to get it.
So what was Philippe's plan? What happened?
Sealed orders were sent out all over France, not to be opened until the appointed day. That day was Friday, July 13th. That's the origin of our superstition regarding that date. At dawn, throughout the whole of France, the Templars were arrested. It was the biggest bust in the history of the world.
Well then.
What happened to the Templars after their arrest?
Philippe was out for blood, so he handed the Templars over to the Inquisition. Not surprisingly, they confessed to a sensational and sordid list of blasphemies.
Like what?
Oh, the sort of things you read about in the gutter press. Devil worship, lewd sexual practices, spitting on the Holy Cross, that kind of thing.
Well, that must have given their lawyers some headaches.
Sounds like fun.
Whether or not the accusations were true, this was not good publicity. Most of the charges were probably cooked up, but so were the Templars. Literally. Hundreds of them were found guilty of heresy and flame grilled at the stake. They died protesting their innocence.
You serious?
Can't believe he just made a burnt at the stake joke. That was...
But surely Philippe had no proof of his charges against the Templars.
A man will admit anything under torture. The Inquisition
very
fabricated
true.
some nonsensical demon called Baphomet, and then suggested to their victims that this was what they worshipped.
But they didn't have to agree.
The records show a Templar coming to trial with both feet burnt off. Fragments of flesh and charred bone falling from the stumps. What would you not admit to stop such torment?
So there was no truth at all in the Baphomet accusations?
Not a shred. Almost every victim described the idol differently. No, Baphomet never existed outside the sick minds of the Inquisitors.
And on my slippers. I have Baphomet slippers. Actually, wearing them right now, kind of Baphomet slippers. See?
So Philippe stole the Templars' riches, huh?
Oh no, they weren't stupid. The king's troops marched first on the temple in Paris, then to the Templar home port at La Rochelle. There was no trace of the treasure, and the fleet of the Knights Templar had set sail.
Okay, cool. That's everything about the history
What did you
and
make of the
stuff.
manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story in pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Okay, that's not massively
What
helpful.
story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Okay then.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Wow, we have a lot to ask him about this manuscript.
Templar treasure?
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? The treasure of the Knights Templar.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
As most treasure maps tend to
Does
be.
this lens mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Hello there.
Okay. Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. How you doing? How goes the adventures of George Eddie Stobbart?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
Well, we've got him shot a few times. So, yeah, pretty well, actually. Okay, so we can't learn anything more now, but he mentioned Spain, so that should have opened up Spain as a place we can visit at the airport. No worries, Soup. You take care and enjoy your nap. There we go. We can now go to Spain. This is very pretty. Hello there.
Hi. Is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell
Me.
the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcellos' house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the countess and myself.
Okay then.
Tell
Let's
me
ask about the
Countess
Countess.
De Vasconcellos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have
Fair.
to talk to you about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
Does she need to have
No,
won the
she hasn't
lottery?
won the lottery.
Got a
more
decent
cunning
place here.
man might have claimed that she had,
Oh, yeah? They might have, might they?
and that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises.
So it wouldn't have done me any good
Countess
anyway.
doesn't do the lottery.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy is
I need to
obviously
remember that
the
line.
best in the whole world. But why? Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
Oh, he's actually on his bed for a change. You don't have to look at me anymore. Aren't you blessed? I am going to have to tell him off, though. Oi, stop chewing your paws. Yes. There we go. Now you can see his head. Okay, it did surprisingly well at trying to figure out what I was saying to the dog when I was facing away from the microphone there. I'll give the captions that much. Okay, so the last time we encountered somebody that was doing any kind of maintenance work and we needed something from them or needed them to not be there anymore, we fucked around with their equipment.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Okay. Do we have anything we can cut it with? No. We must be able to do something here.
The hose ran from some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn.
Okay, so there's nothing here that we can actively fuck about with. But could take the hose's blood pressure. And they said stealing things from hospitals wouldn't do anything for us.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Okie dokie, Cypher, you take care.
You.
Thank you for being here today. It's been lovely to have you. And thank you for sticking around while we had the tech issues earlier as well.
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not.
All the best loot comes from
You did
hospitals.
not to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Okay then. We don't have control yet, so... I do not condone stealing from health services. Gonna sneak this way. Oh, no, I'm not. Go this way. Let's hide behind this suit of armor. This seems safe.
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Aha! Yeah, I don't condone stealing from hospitals. You are very much correct there, Sinister. Hi!
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you just listen.
That's alright, he's not wanted anywhere.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here?
Okay.
There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, at least she's willing to have a chat with us, I guess. Okay.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay.
Yeah, she seems fairly chill about that.
Happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
I do love a good chess set. Like, we've got one that my dad made, which my mum is keeping safe for me until we're in a position to take it off of her, so that we can have it like on display here. Might even use it. It's a very pretty set.
Certainly, but do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
Hi.
You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs? But my lady, never
I like
without
her.
my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
Yes,
I want to show you something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, Unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Oh,
Come with me.
Super cheerful.
Hey, senor.
yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about.
That's
Don't you
okay, I
worry
wouldn't trust me either.
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the
Okay.
final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These
So,
are his ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
just don't break anything. So we've got a couple of things I can see that we can definitely interact with here. One is the book, which is probably a Bible, let's face it.
On removing the Bible,
It's Bible.
I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard. Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle.
Okay. We've also got this window here.
I couldn't climb up there without breaking something. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
And it looks like we can interact with the candle as well.
Reach up there.
Yeah, funny that. Okay. We take a closer look at this. Will it let us? No, okay. No. Right then. Anything else we can interact with? We can have a look at these guys, so let's do that.
I wasn't about to start heaving at sarcophagus lids with the Countess standing there.
Okay. So let's have a chat with the Countess. Because we've got a chessboard here.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
We've got a few different things we can ask her about, actually. Let's
certainly know your
ask her
history.
everything.
What's your opinion of
Let's
the
get lots of
Templars,
information
Senor
from her.
Stobart?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
She's got a point.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now.
Or just completely leave it.
Candle? Where would you buy a thing like that from?
Candle shop.
It is an antique, unique to my knowledge.
Just how old is it?
It dates from the Middle Ages, when the Moors controlled Spain. The candle was to be lit as a signal to the estate workers if the Moors attacked.
What's the
Okay,
story
then.
with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
That's one way to
this
put it.
must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
She's going to be so disappointed if it's not
Away from her.
a puzzle, it's just like a decorative thing.
Lopez! Lopez! Put
We're going to get fed to the dogs, aren't we?
Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Oh, damn the game! Now hurry!
Oof. I guess he was the person she was playing chess with, seeing as she never has visitors. And,
My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything?
It all began at the time.
oh, and now she's fine to talk about it.
Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
Si, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Lopez, you have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
George is just like a golden retriever in human form, isn't he?
But you don't.
No, senor.
He wouldn't intentionally do anything mean. He's just a bit feckless sometimes.
Senor Stobart, it fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Oh, we don't even get to do the puzzle. Or do we?
Maybe not.
We do get to do the puzzle. This is a neat looking chess set.
No way.
Okay. I got you. I take it we can only move these 3. Yeah, certainly looks that way.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Hello, Dave. Welcome in. How you doing? I didn't click on you. I clicked on you. There we go. Okay, that can't be right.
No.
Oh shit, that was right apparently.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not...
Nice. What you having for lunch?
Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart.
I'm okay, thank you. The stream's had a couple of hiccups today, which has been a bit distressing, but we're all good now. We're all good now, hopefully.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Well then.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still
Nice, Dave.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
Nicole has a
All part of
point.
the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
I've never had hoagies before. All the places around here seem to sell them, but never had one before. And Slo's really picky, so oh, excuse me.
Labino
Yeah.
explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
So we've not ordered.
Hello there.
Boy!
Hey, RNG, how you doing? Welcome in.
The guy at the museum identified the knight's crest.
That's great news. I knew Lobino would be likely to help. Tell me more.
It belongs to a Spanish family.
With Templar connections, no doubt.
That's one of the questions I want to ask them. If the family still exists.
Well, we've already done that, so.
Just how long have you known Labino?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresher. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little lesser at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Is there something going on?
Is
between
George
you and
getting
Labino?
jealous?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but
So get off my case.
You fucking tell him, Nicole. You tell him.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I don't think there's much point in looking at the manuscript again. It's just a force of habit to click on it at this point. We'll see if we've got any updates on things we can click on here. No, we don't. Okay. Ooh. Well, thank you for explaining the difference, Dave. Spelled hoagies wrong and Google sent me to a safety goggle manufacturer. Amazing.
Okay.
My favourite safety goggle manufacturer is Doggles. They make safety goggles like for riding in sidecars and for swimming for dogs. And they called them Doggles, which is just an adorable name. They also make dog sunglasses. Okay, so we should have some more useful information now to use at Montfaucon. Oh, look, he's back from his work break. By which I mean he's sitting here drinking instead of directing traffic again. Oh, hello. There's somebody here for a change.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
He was on his break the entire time we were in Syria as well, Sinister.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an
Are you coming on to the priest, George?
I guess so.
It sounds like you're coming on to the
I never
priest.
thought of it like that. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride.
It is very pretty.
But it is hard not to marvel.
I'm a big fan of stained glass.
It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Go on then.
That'd be very
Give me
good.
chalice a polish.
This should
Welcome
be
back,
very
Buff.
fine. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Just, casually handing the Holy Grail to a priest. Had chocolate. Oh, what kind of chocolate? Tell me more. I'm not massively hungry, but I'm in one of those wanting to live vicariously through other people's food habits kind of mood. So, yes, please tell me more. Oh, a crunchy. Lovely. Love a crunchy. They hurt my teeth sometimes, but they're a nice little treat every now and then.
sealing them pretty well.
Can I
I
steal
didn't
his
have time to sit around.
candelabra? No, I can't steal his candelabra. Or candlestick. Whatever. Anything over here we can look at? No.
I didn't
Okay.
have time to sit around.
Yes, I know you don't, George. I don't want you to sit down. I want you to walk. Come on, use your leggies. That's a good lad. Okay, so I am very tempted to try attaching things to this statue. If I can. No, won't let me. Oh.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll.
Oh. Hello.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey!
It's a telescope.
A Knight Templar burning at the stake. And a date.
Cheerful.
Let me see. MCCCXIV. That's 1314.
Okie dokie. We got some numbers. How's that chalice coming along, mate?
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
I guess he's done.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Okay, then.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Special lens. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, so let's go have a look at that tomb in the far corner that he mentioned.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos.
There he is. We found him.
Drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more. Psalms 22:21.
God, I hope I don't have to remember these.
But I've got a memory like a steel trap.
Oh, good.
The chalice had led me
Glad one of us does.
but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Sorry, I was just having a little stretch whilst he was doing his big thoughts there. I don't think there's anything else for us here right now. Hmm. Where else can we go? Suppose we should just go and tell Nicole what we found. I think I'll probably finish up this stream at about 3-ish. Maybe a little after, considering the interruptions we've had today. Just to let everybody know.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, George. I sold a story this morning. It won't make me Journalist of the Year, but I can afford to pay the electric bill. What have you been up to?
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead, then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, Georges. The Countess will be delighted.
Yeah, maybe this will help lift the curse.
What now? Are you going to dig up his bones?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet. What I still don't understand is the significance of the chalice.
Yes, there must be something we're missing.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No, you found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Ooh, burn. Well done, Nicole.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
That was fucking brutal from her. She just eviscerates everybody, though, doesn't she? I mean, George with good reason. Okay. Let's go talk to our history expert again. See if he can shed any light on stuff. I'm actually going to quickly save as well. I'm a little bit concerned about further potential issues, so I'm going to try and save a little bit more regularly. Just in case. I don't know what's in that case that he spends so much time just staring at, but...
Hi, Andre.
Might be good for his back.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
Makes sense. The way he said that then was great. That's right. So cheerful. Of a little blood sacrifice of an afternoon.
Didn't I? Ah, oui. She was an odd little thing back then. Quite an endearing wife, I suppose, but she always looked so miserable.
Well, that's hardly surprising. She was mourning her dad.
I know. She wore nothing but black for 7 years. She was more Goth than Alaric the Visigoth.
Hey, that was fucking terrible.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Oh, there it is.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
I like him.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too?
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
I see what he did there. At least he's honest.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là.
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
Oh, really? Tell me
What's
more.
unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no
I'm sorry, what?
archaeologist is like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
They sound like
Cares as long as they pay me.
businessmen.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Well,
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
he was neither use nor ornament. But at least he's not trying to stop us from going in. And it was a nice little chat. Okay, so we've got a door that we can interact with here, a phone for which we can, through which we can call Nicole, I'm sure. Something we can look at here. We can look at there. This guy we can talk to, obviously, and another door we can interact with there. So let's look at the things we can look at first.
Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
I'm sure we'd figure out a use for them.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Okay. I'll have a chat with him.
Hi? Excuse me? Oui? So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard.
Okay.
I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this
Nothing at all.
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
It was going to take murder.
Talk
No,
to
I
you
don't think
later.
we're actually going to kill
Au
him.
revoir, monsieur.
I think what we're going to do is threaten to murder his career.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Okay. Can it be unlocked?
Hi again.
What is it?
Trying to get into a locked washroom.
We do seem to be spending a lot of time doing that.
Use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Oh, that was easy.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Thank you, friendly guard. Oh, of course, I actually have to use the key. I can't just click on the door and magically understand that I need to. Well, this is cozy, hygienic. Nice and private. All things I would love to say about this bathroom, but don't feel I can.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to.
That guard was surprisingly helpful. Yeah, he really was.
Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
Mate, you've got a fucking manhole cover opener in your pockets. What are you going to use that for? Just get rid. Get the shovel instead. Shovel, much easier to hit someone in the face with.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Hello, Scarlet. How are you doing, sweetheart? Welcome in.
The thing felt really hot.
Oh, no, we've just done that. Are we going to steal another toilet chain? No, we're not. We're not going to steal another toilet chain.
Comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order.
Yeah, to be fair, the toilet in Syria was very nice.
Still,
Okay, I know what the title of the next Broken Sword stream is going to be. George Stobbart, toilet appraiser.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Yeah, that's fair. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Stealing the soap.
I could have climbed onto the sink, prized the ventilator cover loose, wedged myself into the tiny hole, smashed the far cover out, and plunged headfirst into the next room. Or I could just go through the door like a sane person.
Oh, George, you spoil all my fun. Okay, so...
I didn't want any coal.
Oh no, the curse is back. All I heard was the toilet in Syria was very nice. Hello, apologist. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And at least a toilet in Syria is a slightly different, unusual curse to come into a stream on than what you normally get when you come to this channel. For those that aren't already aware, bless them, Apologist has the unfortunate knack of turning up whenever I'm talking about Tanuki. Usually when I'm explaining to someone about the magical properties that they store in their balls.
I didn't think that the guard would just let me waltz past. Besides, I had a hunch that door was locked.
Okay. So, Oh, I have a thought actually. George is such a well-behaved boy. Locks the door when he's done. We're gonna make an imprint of the key.
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
In the soap. Because we still have a pocket full of plaster of Paris. So in theory...
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
It's like that Are You Winning, Son? But, meme, but with magical creatures' reproductive organs. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so... if we use that on the sink... and then we quickly blow dry it so that it sets quicker. Yeah, those hand dryers are shit.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then
That's okay, I think we can fix that.
plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Look at you, George. Being all artistic. Proud of you. But we don't have the... oh, we do still have the tissue, so...
Maybe not.
no, okay. Then again, that made it look like stone rather than metal, so we need something else, I think. Didn't the workman upstairs say he'd got a pot of paint? And he was covered in yellow splotches, so we can assume that the paint can was yellow. Oh! Didn't notice that before. What's this? Judging by the pipe work, I'd guess it's attached to the boiler.
By turning the dial. Hi again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I can give him the keys back, but do I want to do that? Not really. Can I look at it rather than interact with it?
The thermostat was mounted over a radiator.
There we go.
The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't have
turn it now?
imagined what I'd achieved by turning the dial. Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Okay, so...
Au revoir, monsieur.
just went to get tea and leftover garlic bread. Nice, Sinister. Okay, now we're gonna fuck around with the thermostat. Are you cold?
Hi again.
Go put your big coat on. No.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
We'll ask him for them later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh yeah, he's cold now, look. We'd have probably had to give him the keys back before we could go up the stairs, so I'm not too fussed about that. Let's see if we can dip our plaster key in the paint pot, or if he's going to be an arse about it.
Hey, monsieur, get
An arse
away
about
from
it.
my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Without permission, no less. Okay, so we've got a phone. Don't mess with the thermostat lest you incur the wrath of 1,000 dads. I am the dad in this house. Hate having the heating on. I'd rather just put an extra layer on. But Slow is a very sensitive creature.
Use the phone?
Be my
And
guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
just sort of imagine someone vandalizing that phone and him just watching them do it.
Hi, George. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe his paint.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Oh my.
Certainly sounds like me.
At least he's honest.
The lady from her unk.
Just put that with the wet paint on it straight back into our pocket. That's not going to cause problems. I feel like point and click adventure games that involve any puzzles with paint have really missold miniature painting to me.
Nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why? Abuse. Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
All right then.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need the loo again.
The toilet again.
Very small bladder.
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's
Very small bladder. Thanks.
Au revoir, monsieur.
And we'll go in here so that we can put the fake key on the key ring without him seeing. George, take the keys out of your pocket. That's a good lad.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Oh, I guess the paint was grey, which works better for trying to make something look like metal. Admittedly. Okay. So we can give him his keys back now.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Let's get Nicole to help us again.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, the guard
Fair.
is the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
We're just gonna wait over here.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes,
Oh, I want
yes,
chocolate
she has
now.
a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I live
George
responsible
could
job.
be sneaking into
Hello
the
there.
site
My job
right
is
now.
important.
Impossible. They would have hired
But
someone
instead,
competent in that case.
he's standing in the
Meaning
corner
what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal
watching these two argue.
all epaulettes and no brains.
Why,
Oof, that's harsh.
For some time.
Hello, Hans.
There's too
How
big
you
an
doing?
opportunity to miss.
Ooh. Welcome in. Sorry, needed a little stretch there. That was stretch captions, not scratch. Ah, fuck's sake. Okay. I'll sneak on in here. Check we've not got anything else to investigate before we go looking at the statue of Baphomet. Oh, cool, Hans. That sounds really
No,
funky.
thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
You're never carrying enough junk, George. You're a point-and-click adventure game protagonist.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Okay.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
See if we can look at it from up here. No, he's just going to go straight back down again.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It
Yeah, we know that. Okay. Oh, there's a little, like, round thing. Yeah.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice. The image of a church. I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
You know, I don't think we're that far from the end of the game, so I might just finish this today. I did say I was going to finish up at about 3-ish, but there's not enough left of it, I don't think, for us to really warrant another stream of it.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
I'll say this much for the director's cut. It's nice that they gave Nicole something more to do than tell George to hurry back and act as a basically a honeypot trap.
Get nice and moist for me,
Oh,
won't
Torpor,
you?
thank you very much for the hydrate. I'll deal with that in a second. Get over to the villa. And thank you for the posture check and the stretch, which I'm sure is coming. There it is. Thank you very much, Torpor.
The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose. Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
that's
I
nice.
was impolite on our first meeting.
That's
Look,
fair.
Lopez, just
He
forget
kind of
about it.
inspires that in
I came
people.
on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have
Yep.
trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Well, pretty sure it's called something different in Spain. Because Prozac's an American brand. Which is funny because this was made by an English company. But to be fair, George is incredibly shady. He is. He's very shady. Ooh, there's a thing here we can pick up. I was gonna like turn the hose off. Lopez deserves a break, even if he doesn't think he does. But no, we'll just steal that instead. Oh, it's a little mirror. Very nice. So we can look at ourselves and think about what we've done. Okay, let's Ah, yeah, because Lopez was in that corner when we were here before, so we couldn't see that before.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is.
But I
half.
did find your
There
ancestor.
are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something
Aw,
else
we
that I
made a
discovered
friend.
carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Oopsie. We'll find out.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
She's got a Bible. How do we get there? Looks like there might be a path that way. Let's see. Maybe not. Ah, there's the mausoleum. Just walk straight through the hose spray. So now George is damp and shady. We're going to do a quick little save. Actually, no. Fine. We don't need to do that. Also gonna bump the FX up a bit because it seems really quiet now again. Not like... Oh, that'll be fine. Bible. Boop. I wonder if we can light that candle. Let's try and... Can we... Got a tissue here with grease paint on it. Oh, no, that just took the tissue back off. Okay. I feel like that's the right thing to do, otherwise why would there be an animation for it? No, because that... okay, so maybe not. Unless... Am I thinking about it too much? Is this one of those situations where we don't have to do every step in the process?
No, that was a silly idea. I decided to think things through.
Okay, no. Nope, okay, that's fine. Oh, we can interact with this candle.
Now that it had given
Maybe it has to be this candle.
the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again.
Okay. Let's give it a try. If this doesn't work, then I'll stop doing this and I'll go and talk to the Countess about the Bible. Got someone searching for drama comment on a tweet earlier, so I hid the tweet and blocked them. Oh gosh, hands. That's rough. I'm sorry that's happened. I had a... Ah, there we go, look. No? Yes, there we go. Now if we take that over there... I just had to use the leftmost candle rather than the rightmost one. Yeah, I tweeted about the Google Doodle celebrating Jerry Lawson's 82nd birthday. Jerry Lawson was, question mark. I don't think he's with us anymore. I'm not 100% sure. But he led the team that
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone.
I'll just wait until George has finished talking. There we go. So I tweeted about the Google Doodle, which was in celebration of Jerry Lawson's 82nd birthday. Jerry Lawson was the lead engineer on the project, for want of a better description, that gave us video game cartridges. Among many other things, he was also the inventor of some of the earliest game controllers. He gave us the first multi-button joystick. And he was one of the first black engineers in gaming. So, 1,001 reasons to have all the fucking respect in the world for him. And I'd tweeted about the Google Doodle being so he's to blame for all of this. Yes, he is, D. I tweeted about the Google Doodle being absolutely fantastic because it was actually a little game that you could play yourself that gave you information about his life. And then at the end of that, it was like a game level builder, so you could basically make your own games in the Google Doodle. Very, very clever. And as somebody with an appreciation for video game history, I really liked it, and I thought other people would like it too. And the only reason I'd stumbled on it is because I was Googling something at work. So I decided I would tell people about it. And some arsehole calling themselves a fake news critic decided to comment on the tweet saying that basically, well, fuck all the people that actually invented the cartridge and just give all the credit to the leader because he's a person of color. And I was busy when that tweet was posted, so didn't see it. I saw it much later when some other random person on the internet had basically waded in and given a really well written, really well thought out response to this person and completely fucking eviscerated them. So, to that random internet person who will probably never ever see this VOD or the stream, thank you. That was fucking great. It's nice to know there's some decent people still left on Twitter. Yeah, it's always rough when shit like that happens. Twitter bio was making Twitter a better place, and their page was full of the kind of look at me being so smart and sophisticated kind of stuff. Probably a common fan. Jesus. A certified air quotes nice guy.
Hello again.
I think we've had quite enough of those kind of folks, haven't we? Bible?
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up.
They can piss off into space without a spacesuit. Yes, they can.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
salient point seemed to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is there mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay then, I guess we go talk to Lopez.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
I thought the weird stone key that we got out of the candle was a kebab for a second then. It looks kind of kebab-like, or like char-grilled tofu. Maybe I'm more hungry than I realized. Okay, Lopez is outside watering the lawn still, probably. Pizza Hut cheese twist crust. Oh my god, it does look a bit like a Pizza Hut cheese twist crust, doesn't it?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Ooh, best of luck hands.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of this.
Count on it. You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Well then.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Are you going to suggest what I think you're going to suggest?
Talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
He is.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
Okay.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
So that was what a hazel tree looks like.
Okay. We can't interact with those hazel trees though, so let's see what we've got over here. I really like the amount of detail that's been put into the plant life on the wall here at the front.
suitable stick. Aha!
Sorted. Spiller is very pretty. Lopez, we found a stick.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Stick.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Uh-huh. This isn't going to go well for him, is it? Still going.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up
Wah,
and down
wah.
with my hands looking for a tin can.
Yes.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get
Uh-huh.
rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
That sounds like it went down a well.
The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
Tin cans are
I
pretty
could have
impressive.
fallen down that.
Yes, you could have, Lopez. Yes, you could have. Right, so now we just get the girl's body out of the well, and that lifts the curse, right? Wrong series.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
You and me both, George. Okay. Before we start looking at the obvious thing in the room, addressing the lion in the room, if you will.
To move all that stuff, heavy equipment that just wasn't available.
Well, would have been a lot easier if you'd had a shovel, but you wouldn't pick it up. So that's just more of the well, isn't it?
It was a long way down. The brilliant midday sun shone almost directly down the shaft, and I still couldn't see the water. I'd already risked my neck with one death-defying leap in Syria. I wasn't about to push my luck again.
Okay. I think this is all we've got left to interact with here. There's not much down here.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
I'm not gonna get him crushed by a lion head. Funny as that would be.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
It would have been, wouldn't it?
Senor Stobar, are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Hey, susto me has dada. You gave me a scare.
Nice try, Templars.
Okay. Let's see what we've got over here now.
I wish that I had Leary's flashlight now. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Have you, though? Because we've got a little something that might shed some light on the situation. If you'll excuse the pun. Ta-da!
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
And my guess would be our pizza crust here. Probably the key. Because why else would it have been in that candle otherwise? Yeah. Easy peasy.
Open sesame! Another secret door.
And a cutscene.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
She took that surprisingly well.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
And he's only a little bitter about it.
The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, Josh.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
Wow.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting
At
your
the museum.
glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's
Ooh.
Of course.
Fight, fight, fight. Kiss,
He
kiss.
started it.
Fucking children, the pair of them.
These are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar
I don't
described
know.
it as being at the edge of the world?
That map looked kind of like a phallus with some growths on it, which I think sums Britain up quite nicely.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an called road. Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Can anybody guess where we're going next?
I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Why not?
Andre, you've been...
I'm going to take a wild guess and say Scotland. You may well be right, apologist.
I understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
I need to cough, but my mute button isn't working, so I'm very, very sorry for what's about to happen. Oh, fuck. Bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, the BSOD earlier has caused some issues with some stuff on my Stream Deck, including my mute button. Which is a bit unfortunate, but here we are. Ah, we are on a train heading to Scotland.
I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way.
I feel horrendously called out by that, considering how dark poor Thoscam is right now.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this the right time and place, Josh?
There might not be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But here, with you. Now.
Sudden change of tune from Nicole there. Do I want to ruin this by putting the clown nose on? I kind of do. It's the only thing we have left in our pocket, and I kind of just want to put it on and then be like, Nicole, I love you. Fuck it, let's do it.
So I see. You should throw the
Damn
letter,
it.
George.
Damn it.
You're exhausted.
I wanted to
Get some sleep.
ruin the moment with my roguish charm.
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am. Pardon me.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
I feel like that's just Britain in general. Everything has an obtentious air about. That's fair.
Do you know Sterling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two
Obtenebrous,
lovebells
even.
abound?
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd see on our holiday.
Be sure to visit
Good
the
save,
castle,
Nicole.
won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
no.
I suppose espresso bars and boogie woogie are more your cup of tea.
That's right.
Sure.
Nothing George enjoys more than a good boogie.
She's enjoying this way too much.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Sterling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
To look for the Knights Templars.
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love.
Is it?
You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
What's the book you're reading?
Sure.
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What was it doing at the station then?
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll have a little wander.
Where are you going, George?
Okay, no we won't.
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak.
Oh, trouble in paradise already. They've not even finished eloping yet.
E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there.
Standard full price peak return.
Please,
Don't you
please
have a
excuse us, just having a domestic over here.
Rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Sterling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Uh-huh. Can we go for that leak now?
Can't you sit still, George?
No.
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Hi, Brian. How you doing, mate? Okay, so we can go in either direction, it would seem. Go this way.
Hi. Having a party?
No, this is British. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse me, mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
I love that they've decided to, of all of the people in the entire game, all the different accents, the only one that they've decided to make the subtitles represent the way things are being said is the fucking Newcastle folks.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
On your eyeballs too, by the looks of you.
Okay, let's leave them to it. They're clearly having a grand old time, and they don't need this old wet.
Window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
You're from Newcastle. Put your big coat on. Pathetic. Are Cheetos crisps? Yes, I think so. I think the definition of a crisp is kind of just any crisped snack food. Doesn't necessarily have to be potato. Or, you know, originally just vegetable. It could be like something that's been reconstituted. Like, what's it's a crisps, right? Quavers are crisps. And Quavers and Cheetos are made from the same stuff, if I'm not mistaken. They're just,
The door was locked.
Okay, these doors are all going to be locked, aren't they?
The door was locked.
Yeah. We'll just keep going.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're made using the same stuff, just with different flavouring and a different cooking process.
This is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer.
We are on a train full of Templar arseholes. Okay, so we can't go any further that way because Guido's in the way. So we're just gonna very awkwardly walk back to our car. Or to our carriage? Weren't we in here?
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Okay, we tried to open the window in here before. Now we have an excuse to.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
I think the old lady's behind it.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No.
George needs to get his tinfoil hat on while he's talking, doesn't he?
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like. Slow action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict at anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Uh-huh.
See you later.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just
That's what they do in the movies. It'll be fine. Probably.
Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Oh, that's nice of him. Oh dear. He did well considering how sloshed he is. that is not a pretty picture. Poor George. But props to the person that designed this particular sprite sheet, because it's pretty good work. Hope you've got magnetic shoes and ankles of steel. Yeah. This is getting very 39 steps, isn't it just? Actually, when I put the poll up that included 39 steps and Broken Sword, 39 steps got the least amount of votes. So I guess technically it still won in its own way. I thought that might happen. Worth it. Definitely worth it. Ah, hush. Sorry, the way you just went whoop off the side there was great. Okay, so don't click that. Let's go this way. Oh, look, a ladder. That's handy. Let's do that. Oh, hello.
I'd always wanted to stop the train, and now was my chance.
And Nicole somehow, unless she's literally tied to that door frame.
But why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men
Well then.
are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner.
That's handy. Oh, thank you, Khan.
To our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Can we get some Fs and maybe even a salute for Khan in chat? I mean, he did try and kill us a few times, admittedly, but
Nico. Nico looked good, even in robes.
George! Steady now.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobart.
Little F because he tried to kill us. I like that. Nice one, Sinister. Guts theme plays in background. Yes.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do, and kissing you was at the top of my list.
Yeah, but you still don't do it while she's got her hands tied behind her back and can't say yes or no.
So what are we waiting for?
George. I'm glad I've tried to kill you at every given opportunity now, George. That was completely unacceptable.
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. What remains of him is well on his way back to London. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
Okay, fine, we'll go this way then.
Hello there.
Hello, Steen. How you doing? Welcome on in. Poor guy. No one wants to go to London.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give him a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show him now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Sorry about that. I was just turning the floor lamp on so we'd got a little bit more light in here whilst that cutscene was playing. I suppose since those damn fireworks, he's fine. He's perfectly fine. He's having a little nap on his bed, as you can just about see at the moment. And I'm keeping well, thank you. Alzasto, hello, hello, hello. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Zasty. That's very sweet of you to say. I'm glad you're enjoying what I'm putting out into the world. And Torpor, thank you for the posture check, the stretch, and the hydrate. I will get those dealt with right now. Oh, that's better. Okay, so here it is. We're in Scotland. It's the finale. There is nothing more to do after this section. We will have completed Broken Sword. And there is very little left to do now.
A large arch led into the tower.
Okay.
A large arch led
Oh, there's literally all of the interaction point here is that one thing. Whatever will we do after? I mean, there are like 5 other Broken Sword games. And then there's every other point-and-click adventure game I own that we haven't played on stream yet, so... another comment on the same tweet, apparently saying you think Family Guy is bad, brings all the chuds out. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, so we've got what's probably a puzzle here. We've got this very fetching looking statue here, which is either the same puzzle or a different puzzle. Easy way to find out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Different interactive object. Cool. And the door. How's Broken Sword been? Oh, I love this game. I've not played it in about 20 years, but yeah, I love it. We've been trying to get George killed at every given opportunity as well, which has been very, very fun.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Okay. Put that in here.
With the clay pipe in his mouth, he looked happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Doing, Josh?
Just making the place look a bit more cheery.
Maybe you should show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand.
Isn't that what he's been doing for the entire game?
And burn in hell.
Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't believe in hell anyway. Okay. Fine. I'll take the pipe out.
I ran my fingers across.
Oh, okay. I'm not allowed to.
And probed the holes in the demon's eyes. Beneath them,
don't encourage the demons to smoke, George.
But I wasn't about to put my finger in there.
Let's see if there's anything else in this rubble, actually. It looks so silly with the pipe in its gob. Ooh, coin. Okay. Let's just keep rummaging until we don't find anything.
But what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
That'll probably come in handy.
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers.
Was it dirt?
Hard and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It
Oh.
was a plastic pen top.
How exciting.
I didn't find anything.
Okay, we have run out of things to find in the rubble. What have we got here?
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing.
Okay.
It was a simple cog arrangement with a handle to turn the larger wheel.
And
The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Okay. Oops.
Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Well, this is par for the course. George just going around wrecking shit. Seeing as we've already broken it, can we take anything else off of it? Yes. Ha-ha!
Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
I'm guessing this is a bigger one because that's actually drawn smaller. We use these on the statue?
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put the smaller one on now as well.
With a rasp of metal on
God, he looks horrendous.
I moved the second eye into place.
Look at that. Those are some fantastic goggles. Should we take the pipe out of the mouth? Yeah, we'll keep the pipe. It can be a souvenir.
Into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Goggly eyes. That's fucking great. Oh, and a little fourth wall break as well. Marvellous. Right, in we go.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were
Chanting?
having some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So,
Ooh, sounds
what are we
fun.
waiting for?
Yeah, I'm with George on this one. What are we waiting for? Could be good fun.
Will you look at that?
Oh,
Vomit. Lubino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is
sounds like an average Saturday night to me. Yeah,
Finally,
exactly.
truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
I feel like George is doing a lot of mental stretching there.
double-dealing treacherous.
On the contrary,
Oh, Rosso's the
Rosso has
inspector.
been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
You're not wrong, apologist.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm.
That angle does not do Nicole any favours. Or George, for that matter.
Determined, resourceful men like you.
Looks like his neck's disappeared.
Join us in true brotherhood.
Don't drink the flavour aid, George.
True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner?
You know, all the people you murdered over the course of the story.
3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Oh, George, I had great hopes for you.
Uh-huh.
La guerre. Eklund. Kill him.
Oh, nice one, Nicole. Not so nice. Uh-oh. He was a double agent all along. And now they all kill each other.
Kill them. They will not escape.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
Wow.
What are we going to do?
I think we should start a fire.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us.
Uh-huh.
Guido! Stop them. But master, the powder! That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Yep, just wang some C4 on there. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, you fucker, that were loud. I apologise if that was painful for anybody else. The cutscenes for this, because of the age of the game, are
You'll never be
separate
able to write your
videos.
story now.
I don't
Can't
care.
turn the volume down on
I've
them.
got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
Yes. Yes, it is. Hello, Alex. That's very good timing. We've just finished Broken Sword. But I hope you're well, Alex. It's lovely to see you. So, gonna turn the credits down for all of us. Because fucking hell are they loud. That was Broken Sword. By Revolutionary Entertainment. Emulated for you today on ScumVM. With cutscene subtitles provided by the ScumVM modding community. Game came out in 1995, if I'm not mistaken, or 96, so around that sort of time. And really set the bar for point-and-click adventure games at the time in terms of its storytelling and its art. Obviously, the art hasn't necessarily held up as well now as it did then, but it's still a fantastic little game. And a lot of thought's gone into it. I know the original writer actually came up with the idea for the game whilst doing research into the Knights Templar for something else. Those who endeavoured to wield the sword were buried along with the Templars' secret. But fate had marked George and Nico. Soon, in an uncharted jungle on the other side of the world, they would be called to face an even greater threat. To be continued. So, I have a question for you all now. Next Sunday, shall I start Broken Sword 2? Or should we play something else and come back to Broken Sword later? I leave the decision up to you lovely folks in chat. And I'm going to take us to the ending soon screen. Oh no, it's broken again. The city has died. I wish I knew what caused that. We've got floating cars. It's horrifying. It's always fun when you get technical difficulties right at the end of a stream. I mean, you know, we've had them throughout this stream, to be honest with you. But, yeah, it's just completely balked. There we go, fixed it! It's okay, the city's back, we fixed it. Space age hover cars. Yes, very much so. So, yeah, what do you think, folks? Would you like to see the next installment in the Broken Sword series next weekend, or would you like to see something else? I can put a poll up on Twitter and on the Discord anyway, but, you know, you folks are here and have been watching the playthrough, so I'm going to give you folks first refusal. Also, now's a great time for me to remind everybody that there is a giveaway active on the stream. It is for a copy of Mudrunner. If that is a game that you'd be interested in, then you can type !ticket in chat, and that will give you your ticket to enter. And as a little thank you for supporting the channel, subscribers get a 2-time chance of winning. And I can tell you that one person has entered so far. So if you want to give Agent Sinister a run for the money, now's your chance. I wouldn't mind seeing new and exciting ways to kill George. Cool. Oh, Steen's in the running. Yes, HobbyTan does seem to like you, Steen. So this could bode well for you. My Stream Deck has decided it just doesn't want to do many things right now. So, just going to quickly check and see who we've got live that I can send you over to. Oh, I know exactly who we're going to see, seeing as I'm expecting him to be live today. Now that that's all set up, for anybody that still wants to enter the giveaway, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. Oh, thank you very much, Alex. Yeah, it's a recent addition to my setup. I had an ergonomic keyboard for ages, but I now have this very nice Spocky keyboard, which I adore. Wonderful to type on, and makes very satisfying typey sounds. Steen, congratulations! You have won yourself a copy of Mudrunner. I will send you the code in a little bit. Commiserations to Agent Sinister. So, we are going to raid my good friend Longfang, who's playing some Elden Ring today. Longfang's Elden Ring streams are always fantastic, so if you're not already following him, then I highly recommend you give him a follow. Right. I will probably be back in a few hours. I'm now thinking more like 8 PM for some speedrun practice. I'll be doing some DuckTales speedrun practice tonight. Just for a little bit. So perhaps I'll see you all then. If not, I'm back painting on Wednesday for Hobby Happy Hour. And we'll be doing some community stuff on Friday. You're most welcome, Alex. It was lovely to have you here. Anyway, until I do see you all next, as always, I want you to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands. And have a fantastic week, everybody, however you're spending it. Now, go say hi to the long friend for me. Bye-bye, everybody.